This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am.
Hello, and we are back to carry on with my first ever run through on Control. Now, I've literally just finished dealing with this little area, so I need to go through the areas or the doors I have access to. So this one first.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Yes. What are these bits?
Communications. We're on the right track.
Okay. Don't have to look down there. Yeah, there's something about this building that feels very 70s to me. Ooh. Health boost. Okay, so health boost, energy recovery, and health recovery. Ooh. I think I'll take the health recovery up. And hang on, there's more things in here as well. The multimedia, yep. Okay. Right, so the bit I didn't want to go down. Pneumatics.
An object of power. It's like the hiss of last on. We need to cleanse it.
Reach the object to cleanse it. Okay. Okay. Not sure if I'm meant to do this just yet, but what the hell? Okay. Disc. Nuke.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Ew. Okay, no worries. Okay.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you.
I like having this ability. Two mods, okay. Energy renewal. Okay, those are just the standard ones I've got, so. Okay, collectibles. Okay. Okay, the floppy disk. Containment period must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to kinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. The object is currently bound to, for research purposes, probably Dr. Darling. Background: stolen from a Soviet military base located in something by agents A and B with the CIA. The diskette contained the launch codes to Soviet missiles, believed to be reserved for use against America. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant at the CIA tipped the Bureau off that it was requisitioned by agents the next day. What do we have down here? Ooh. Book Club Samson. Book Club Notes by 4 by L. Samson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess. But I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around, almost like a catchphrase, got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers in guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire populace using those brainworms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favourite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Okay. All of these things I'm hoping will make sense at some point. Does kind of make the world feel lived in.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Tomasi Willow AWE outcome. Reinformation campaign. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to suspect what was actually going on. So another AWE behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. This was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring A, B, and C for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Those are probably the names of publications or news sites that they're keeping an eye on. Ones that do report accurately of what they're doing. Weapon mod Shatter projectile. Exclusive to Shatter. Right, so I can't equip it yet. Okay. Anything in here worth having? Oh, yep. More house memory. I can't get in that way.
Maybe there's a key nearby.
That's quite a bloodstain as well.
This must open the door.
Oh, bouncy corpse. Flame control point. Right. There's going to be something with those radios at some point. Oh, now I know what those things are. That's message tubes. Back in the 70s, I think it was, there were tubes that would go through some offices and they could send messages through them. It's a completely over-the-top way of handling messages, but it kind of worked.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena.
Yeah, the
Today,
card got
friend of the
replaced
show,
by
Dr.
email.
Quincy Reagan tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage
And he
you
didn't
to keep
crawl under there
calling and
willingly?
writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe you're.
Did you see the smoke at the back of the room there?
Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight. We'll be right back.
Yeah, there's smoke. Oh. Don't know what that smoke signifies. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Oh, hello. Okay. Data breach. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by an unauthorized user. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed the users only accessed a video file which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the user through their IP addresses, following our confirmed identities of the users. Okay. None of those ring any bells. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigation team. Further action is pending. Now I did get a new weapon mod, a personal mod as well, so energy launch cost is cheaper, injury recovery speed, I think I'll keep that one. Energy gain from headshots. Now I'm going to stick with the ammo refund for now. I'd like to be able to get upgrades to be able to get more mods fitted, but that's going to be for later. That does not look good down there. Pay attention, Alberto. Learn distinctions. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override in maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. Well, Jesse's the director, so let's head over there and I'll unlock things. Although that might set loose some stuff. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach, based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. That doesn't sound very reliable. Slapped together? It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralised, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. This process is not the same as the directorial override, so stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Marshall. Okay. Okay. Right, so I can't go in there just yet. I haven't got the right resistance. Oh. That. Okay. Let's head back down. Okay, security clearance. Oh. Nice.
They can fly now. Great.
Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Okay, so how does respawning work in this game? Right. Trying again.
They can fly. Great.
Oh, they were just the first foes. Okay.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Yes.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Tea time. But tea as in like a golfing tea. Yes, tea time is at 7. We'll see you at the course on Sunday. Yeah, golf. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't have to have heard anything about it, would you? Yeah, okay. Anything on this side worthy of not by the looks of it. God, that's a lot of mail pipe. Ah, I see where I need to go. Let's go around this way. Go the long way, see if there's anything to find. Probably not, but... Oh, there's that room that I couldn't get through. Yeah. So I can unlock certain doors now. Right, that means worth going back and having a look at some areas that I've got access to. Oh, there was a security level 1 door right at the beginning. Okay. Around this way.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an altered item will show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh?
Or bad luck.
So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
But just how many mail pipes does one office need? Boot summary. Okay, AWE 17. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Boot, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Translocative light switch cord? Oh, the clicker for Alan Wake. That was a light switch on a cord. Is that related? Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at something, which had been connected to a total of... Okay, is that a 3 or 4 digit number disappearances in the area? Actually, it could be a word, like 2 or 3. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house some days later. Found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Boot home's closet disappeared during the incident. Ah, right. Okay. I don't have the shatter thing yet. So, hotline chamber.
The hotline can't be far now.
I just noticed that's got a connection to the director's office. And it's ringing. Boot supplement. According to their testimony, the agents had been transported from the Boot home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino and discovered a room key by performing a ritual. See file MOT01. Got that one yet. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid, which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside the room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearance of the home's owners and the other locals of Boot have been attributed to the light switch cord. Ah, right, so it's one of the pull cord lights, rather than the clicker that Alan has. But there's a connection there. The Ocean View Motel is now known to have many doors and pathways. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cords to the one found at Boot's home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, blank light cords have been found in the oldest house located in the blank and blank sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is unknown, but initial hypotheses center on the Butte AW as a blank blank. Wait a minute. Oh, it is highlighting some things. What's this one? Hotline security log. Okay. Right, so Director Trench, Bill Everett. So the last one was Carol Bishop. Most of the time it was Director Trench. So Jesse had the idea that that this phone was a connection to Director Trench. But if Trench was using the phone all the time, who was he talking to? Maybe the previous director before him?
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the Black Pyramid.
Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Hello? Anyone here?
No, I don't think so. Unmapped area, what a surprise. I don't have the key for that, do I? Nope. Okay. I think I saw this in Matt's playthrough of Alan Wake 2. So Alan Wake clearly comes here. Or Saga does. Oh! The different doors are opening.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Right, can I access the other rooms? 'Cause I want to see what's in those. No, it's just those three. Okay. Literally just a room and a pull cord. Nothing happened. Okay. Pick up the hotline phone. Complete the astral plane challenge. Oh. Need to watch where I'm putting my feet. Hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels...
Ooh. Your authority chosen one. Okay. Okay, right. Object of power, the hotline. Object's 1960 red Bakelite telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs... The object allows the director to communicate with the board. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal something. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmore was the first known agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including blank and blank, but its object origin remains unknown.
It's more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Okay. I'm loving the 70s aesthetic to this place. Body's gone. Trench, Bureau funding. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the US Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Zachariah Trench. Okay, the body's gone, but the bloodstains are still here. Okay. Right, there was the, this door here. Agent death notification. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I'm honoured to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. He will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. Sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loved so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Howard J. Murray, Deputy Chief Communications. Yes, everything very, very secretive. Personal model launch efficiency. Launch energy cost. Now I'm going to keep the health boost. Right. So, will this door now open? Looks like it. Yes. Clearance level 4. I don't remember if I came in here previously. No, I did not. Yeah, we did go in here.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms? The hiss? Sorry. You made it. I'm glad.
Emily?
Okay. Initial impressions. Analysis of hiss theory part 1. Okay, so this is new. Right. Initial encounters with the entity known as the hiss have revealed various behavioural factors. Most notably, the hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items and even humans, radically change their behaviour. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behaviour is so in contrast to that of other hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host physiology becomes resistant to the hiss. More work to be done. Please refer to blank for a full report.
Let's talk.
Of course.
Yay.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that in the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Artie, he's important. There's plants everywhere. Ooh. 4 ability points unlocked. Okay. Okay. Right, so how do I use those? I can unlock them from the nearest control panel. Okay. Let's have a chat with...
Hi, Jesse.
Okay. Nothing new there.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Okay. Let's go over to
Do
the
you
control
hear
panel.
that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
I don't hear anyone singing.
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
I heard the hiss attacked the power plant. Brings up a lot of new questions. Are they
Right.
communicating? Coordinating? What about the plant?
Oh. Okay. Right, I'm guessing those are like challenges and you get bonuses as a result.
The power plant is largely
The constructs. Weapon forms. Mods. Ah, okay.
confidential. No use guessing.
Right, okay, so increase to health, increase to energy, increase melee damage. Increased launch damage. Okay, so... Right. Haven't got enough to do. Ooh. Additional weapon form slot. Okay.
Thing that hisses motives if we don't even know what kind of energy.
Right, so if I can... Ah.
What do you mean? It has to be a fusion reactor.
Right
There's no
then.
other way to create that kind of energy output, right?
Time to burn.
Ah.
Lead me in the maintenance.
Okay.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
I think that music player was called a pony. Next time I meet him, I'm going to see if I can get a look at the character model, see if I can view it.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Quite possibly. Oh wow, there's a whole whole section. Did I read that right? There's a can't get through there yet. Right, I haven't got the access code to get in there. I'm probably going to gain level 2 access through doing this section. Janitor's office.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Yeah, I don't like the look of what's going on in there. Material ritual impulse. Ooh. Ah, control point. That should open up some things. Yee. That looks like it tires her out. Doesn't necessarily bode well. Nothing more through here. Nothing down here. Something really doesn't want to be... Okay. Dealt with that. Oh, can hear R2.
What's down that way?
Look, he's completely nonplussed by this. I like the poster.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Well, she's playing cleanup.
Hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted. Otherwise, I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah.
Yaha, you think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not the yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back.
Clearance 2.
That's great. Thank you, Ahti.
Right.
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire.
Yeah.
Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into the hooves.
He's an odd character. Okay. Right, where's the nearest control point? Let's back up this way. Yeah, I'm just going to head back to... Ooh! It's another one of those rooms. Probably a bad idea. Yes. Didn't seem to do much. But I'm just going to head back to this control point. Ah, okay. That's a lot of materials needed to be able to upgrade those. But I think I'm at the stage where I am going to call the stream. Yes, this has definitely been quite an interesting experience. I mean, yeah, the game's been out a fair few years. I'm very much late to the party, hence the name of the channel. And I've held off playing it for a while. I'm kind of wishing I played it sooner. But then again, I might not have got some things referencing Alan Wake, considering I played Alan Wake 1 and American Nightmare not too long ago. Yeah, it's very, very intriguing. I'm very curious to see where things go. Yeah, just looking at raids, there's two options. There's one who's a pretty big streamer, and then somebody else who I've raided a fair few times. So I think I'll raid the person that I've raided before. But yeah, going to pick this up again on either Sunday or Monday, depending on what things are going on with me and how I'm feeling. Hopefully a bit better than I have been this evening. I've been coughing a bit. I'm still coughing after the flu for the last 2 weeks, so this may have been a bit too early to go get back onto this, but it's done now. But other than that, links below, both on YouTube and Twitch right this moment. VOD for this will be up on Sunday and Tuesday midday GMT. If I do one, when I do one either Sunday or Monday, that VOD will be up Thursday, ahead of the following week. So Sunday or Monday, it's probably going to be somewhere between 7 and 7:30 I'll start, and I'll be probably finishing by 9 o'clock. I don't tend to like to run too late on a day that I'm going to be going into work the next day. And yeah, Friday next week will be from 7 PM GMT, as this one was this week. Other than that, thank you to everyone who has been here watching and chatting. Thank you to lurkers as well. Always like the lurkers. But otherwise, yeah. Actually, I'm just going to double check, because I think I need to get into the habit of always doing this. Just check to see, is the person I'm planning on streaming still going? And it plays an ad, and I can't even see. God. He's been going 8.5 hours. Good. I'm only on what is it? 2 hours 50. And go. I've no idea what it would be like to stream for like 8 hours straight. And that's just mad. I don't think I'd ever have the energy to do that. So let's see. Is he still going? Yeah, it looks like he's still going. So, yeah, let's drop a raid onto old Tabletop Cinema, also known as Mikey, who's currently playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the second part of it, the middle part, or the Two Towers bit of this remake. But I think that's everything. Yes, I hope you all do have a good weekend and a good week, and hopefully I shall see you again soon. Join me for the raid if you would like. Otherwise, yeah, repeating myself, I'll see you again soon. So, I'm going around in circles, aren't I? Anyway, join me for the raid. Have a good weekend and a good week, and yeah, hopefully, I lost my train of thought. It's late. Yeah, I'm going to go now, so bye.